these amazing stories that we're going to be sharing with you. But just press the record button, which is amazing. So if you've got anybody that cannot jump on to 8 p.m. this evening, you'll be able to send over this as a recorded version. So my name's Danielle. I'm actually based in Swindon in Wiltshire in the UK, and I've been with Nu Skin for just over 2 years right now, and absolutely love it. So I'm super excited to share with you guys this evening. We've got an amazing speaker that you'll be hearing from this in a little bit, all the way over from the US. But I'm going to pass you over to Rebecca, who's based in sunny Scotland, and she's the mum of three under 4, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her journey with Nu Skin.
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you for the introduction, Danielle. So my name is Rebecca Cooper and I am based in Falkirk, which is up in central Scotland, not always sunny. But I am 3 children, all under the age of 5, and my background is I am an NHS midwife, and I have been for 10 years come this August. So I started with Nu Skin last year after already being a product user for a year. And at that time, I started when I was signed off sick in my 3rd pregnancy with a pregnancy-related problem, and I couldn't work. So that was the first time in my life I had ever been off sick. So I started with the business really because I already loved the products and to keep my mind going. However, following that, and then obviously leading into my maternity leave, then I really got stuck into the business, really just to help my family with, we all know what maternity income's like if you've been on it. And basically by really going all in and the amazing support from everyone that's surrounding me every day, and by following all of their guidance, I was able to pay for my family holiday, which we are going on Friday. So that was absolutely amazing. And then when that happened, I really realised the potential with this business. So I literally went from being a product user to, yeah, okay, I'm going to do it to keep my mind going, to, oh, actually, I can really do something for my family with this business. And now I have returned to work after having my son, but I have been able to leave the contract I was on, and now I work on the staff bank, which means I can pick and choose my shifts. So I can do that around my kids. I'm here more with my family, and that is all thank you to Nu Skin. So yeah, I've seen amazing results with this business, and what I absolutely love about it is you can literally, it's completely up to you where you want to take it. So you can start like me initially, because I love the products and really needed something to keep me occupied, to now actually this is supplementing my income and really helping my family. So yeah, can't speak highly enough. I could speak all night, but I won't. So I will pass you now on to the beautiful Cassie, who is also another fellow mum of 3 children, and Cassie's background is in teaching.
Hi everyone, thank you Rebecca for the introduction. So I'm Cassie, I live in Plymouth, Devon in the UK, and like Rebecca said, I'm a mummy of 3 boys. So I'm presently taking my maternity leave from teaching with this one, and I've had many roles in that teaching career for a long 13 years. I've been really passionate to nurture children and others. However, I've realised over the last 4 months that I'd like to be far more present in my own home. So this completely had me questioning, what can I do next alongside my profession? I needed that new challenge, and it pushed me out of my comfort zone to join the Nu Skin team.
Cassie, sorry to interrupt, sweetheart. I don't know if you know, but your camera is off, and we would love to see. There you are.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, oh, we can't see you again.
Oh, it keeps disappearing. Sorry. So I joined the Nu Skin team over the last 2 weeks. Thanks to the beautiful Tasmin, who had given me a shout out and said, would you like to join the Nu Skin team? So I snapped at the opportunity to join the team because there is a reason behind this of a long 5 years of using the product, and feeling completely that my skin was terrible, that it was awful. I joined the team because I want to help others, change their skin journey, because mine was so terrible. And I've got the before and after photos to prove it, and I'm just so passionate about these products. So for me, it's the right time to push myself further out of my comfort zone. Like today, this is pushing me out of my comfort zone further. And it's just lovely to be such a part of something that I hold really passionate about. Just due to the product being so, great for me. And I want to really help others along that journey too. So this is a big thing for me, to be on the call with a lot of people. Even though I'm in the teaching profession, this is something extremely out of my comfort zone, and that's what I want to do to push myself further within the company. So I will be handing over to the lovely Gemma, who is on the call too. Thanks.
Thank you, Cassie. Good evening, everybody. My name is Gemma, and I'm up in not so sunny Scotland. Danielle, it's been chucking it most of today. I live not very far from Rebecca at all. Actually, we're only about 10 minutes away, and Rebecca used to be my neighbour, which is how I got involved with Nu Skin in the first place. So I was a product user, like most people, not everybody, but like most people are. Started with the amazing toothpaste, and then very quickly afterwards purchased the Lumi Spa from Rebecca. And she asked me a couple of times to join the business, and I was a bit like, it's not for me, I've not got the time. So I have a background in childcare and family support, and have done for the past 21 years. But for the past 4 years, I've been a stay-at-home foster mum. So at the minute, we've got 3 kids at home, which is a bit like the other girls, full on, crazy, mental busy all of the time. So I suppose it was a bit like, how am I meant to fit this in? But I really wanted to give it a go, because I fancied something just for me, something just for myself to kind of focus on, get my teeth stuck into, I suppose. So I did it. Took Rebecca up on her offer. That very first week that I joined, which was about 11 weeks ago now, went to my first Nu Skin event down in Oxford, like 5 days after I joined, which was absolutely crazy. And the buzz I got from that event was just unreal. The women that were there were like so supportive. They were absolutely full of energy about the business. They told their stories of how they managed to kind of grow their business. And I suppose at that point, I just thought, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. So I have. For the past 10 weeks, I've really given it my best shot. And it just fits in with your everyday life. You make it work. I suppose the systems that are in place are absolutely fantastic. I have sold many a thing in the past and never joined a company where you had so much support and such good systems in place to help you along the way. For the first week, you are literally handheld every step of the way. Whoever signs you up will tell you your posts for the whole week. They're there for any questions, day or night. It's just been absolutely fantastic support. So I suppose that gets you off. You hit the ground running really within your first week with the support that you've got. And then that support doesn't disappear. It's there the whole time. I know if I need anything, Rebecca's there. And if Rebecca's not there, Tasman's there. And Bridget's always there too. And you're just, you really are supported the whole way. I think the big thing for me is there's absolutely no pressure from anybody. You make this business what you want it to be. So you put in as much effort as you want, and you get back out of that what you put in, I suppose, which has been the real biggie for me as well. If you've got stuff going on, there's nobody at the back of you, nobody's your boss. So there's nobody at the back of you coming saying, oh, you've not put your post up, or you've not done this, or you've not done that. They just offer support and guidance and kind of help you as much as they can. I suppose that one tip for me is, and yesterday was an example, if you know you've got a really busy day coming up, it's dead easy to plan in advance. So like yesterday, I was in a hen do all day, and I wasn't very sure what time I was going to get home last night, or how able I was probably going to be to put my post up for the evening. But I just prepped that before I went out. So, do you know, I knew I wanted to put up a video for my Lumi Spa last night. So I did it in the morning time. And I just thought, well, it's done. So that when I come home last night, I knew it was just a matter of uploading that onto my stories. So just kind of small things like that, just being a bit prepped in advance if you know you've got a busy day. But honestly, I can't shout out about the business enough. It's fun, it's exciting, the products are amazing, and the results really do speak for themselves. So yeah, if anybody's thinking about it, I would absolutely say give it a go, because ultimately you've nothing to lose. You definitely haven't. So yeah, that's my wee story, and I'm going to hand over to the wonderful Elizabeth, who's joining us from Mississippi, I believe.
Yes, hi everyone. So my name is Elizabeth Williams, and I reside in the United States, down on the coast in Mississippi. And I'm so excited to be here today and share just a little bit about my personal journey. So I have been with Nu Skin for 18 months. And before that, I spent 22 years as a classroom teacher and instructional support for other teachers in the education industry here in the United States. I became very ill, and my illnesses took a really big toll on my hair, skin, and health. And my skin had really deteriorated to some pretty bad, a pretty bad sight. And I'll have to, the person that invited you here will have to definitely share my before and after Nu Skin product results with you guys, because it was amazing. And once I had been on the products for 30 days, my health continued to decline, and I was no longer able to work full time. And the person that actually introduced me to the Nu Skin products said, Elizabeth, why don't you just, why don't you share these products with me, and why don't you do this, because you can do it from home. And I actually laughed at her, and I was like, are you crazy? I can't do this. And, I said, I'm a school teacher. And what I found was that it just opened a door of opportunities that I never was able to imagine or fathom for myself. I'm a single mom of 3 children, and I have worked 2 and 3 jobs my entire adult life to provide for my children, until I found Nu Skin. And this opportunity not only allowed me to leave my other industry and do this full time, but now I am able, I'll just say this, I'm living a life that I never imagined would be possible for me before. And I'm still able to use all of the knowledge and talents that I had in my former career in this industry to help other people. And I love that. I love that not only has this opportunity given me a better life financially, but it's given me friendships globally that I would have never had otherwise. It's given me the gift of health, renewed health. It's given me the gift of renewed self-esteem. It's given me a flexible option to be able to spend more time with my family and work from home to create opportunities that give me an income that are 10 times more than I ever made working all 3 jobs combined for all those years. So I just want to invite you to open your heart and open your mind to an opportunity that could create things in your life that maybe right now you don't know are possible, or that you can't even imagine what they are. I just want you to know that they are real. And as one of the girls said earlier on the call, you get what you put in. That is so true. And you get so much more than that. The community, the friendships, the gained knowledge, global partners, opportunities for better skin and health for yourself and your family, and the opportunity to share that and open the door of opportunity and teach other people about the possibilities. It really allows you to still work in an industry where you can have an even bigger impact really on the world, because just as Cassie was saying earlier, you know, these products transformed my skin. I was at the lowest point in my life, and the products really provided some solutions for my skin and for my health that I desperately needed. And so the ability to share those solutions with other people and earn money while you're doing it from home, like, wow, who wouldn't want to do that? So I really appreciate my partnerships with Danielle and Bridget and all of the ladies on this call. I would have not known these ladies had I never said yes to this opportunity. So yes, I love the money, and yes, I love all of the other benefits, but the friendships and the partnerships that I've formed have been a true blessing. So please, if you have any interest at all in what possibilities could be created for you and your families, please reach out to the person that invited you here and let them know that you are very thankful for the opportunity, because I'm telling you what, I'm so glad that somebody opened the door of opportunity for me, and I'm even more so glad that I said yes. Thank you so much, Bridget, for having me. I'm very honored to be here with you guys today.
Oh, Elizabeth, I don't know about anybody else, but I am so impacted once again to hear your story that, you know, I hadn't heard it in that depth before, I'll be perfectly honest, and putting everything into perspective for what you've achieved right to this point from where you started. You know, I love the saying, you know, you kind of started, you know, on a very solid foundation. It's called rock bottom, and then built up from there, and you know, one of the top income earners of your rank for several months in a row, 2-time Success Trip earner, and I think your generosity to share information. You were sharing some information before we came on the call about how you get organized, you know, and this incredible you know, sort of teaching mode, which I have no clue about, but there's other women going, oh my God, I love that. You know, that we come together in this amazing co-creative, collaborative project where everybody brings their skills and experience, and your generosity and your true heartfelt, you know, I think we can feel your thankfulness. I think that's really something that's coming across very
Yes.
strong.
So I don't know if there's any other mothers on the call, but I just want to share this with you. And I'm in the United States, so I can only speak from the way that, you know, we shop here. But I just want to let you guys know, as a single mom, going to the grocery store or to get laundry detergent or food, I would bring my children, and down every aisle in the store every week when I was going to get household items, basic necessities, my kids would try to put things in the buggy, and I was constantly having to say, no, 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 no. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. And I hit my first big achievement in this business, and somebody asked me, they said, Elizabeth, you know, what are you going to do with your check? And I said, I'm going to take my kids to Walmart and say yes. And I did. We went to the store. I gave my children each a buggy. I had a buggy, and the answer down every aisle was yes. And being able to say yes when I had never been able to say anything but no was a blessing that I'll never forget that feeling that day in that store. So I can't stress to you guys enough that this opportunity has changed my life. And guess what? The best part is I get to pay it forward. I get to use this platform to find other mothers that may be out there struggling like I was, and I get to teach them how to do this and help them get to this point. So I'm really grateful, and thank you, Bridget, for having me.
We're very grateful too, and I'm sure as I said, I can speak on behalf of everyone here who's listening to your story and will be listening to it as well on replay. We're very inspired and touched by everything you shared this evening, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. So we're just going to conclude with me sharing a few more details. First of all, I will share a little bit about my story. So I think I'm the veteran of the clan here on this call today. It was around about 12 and a half years ago, in November of 2010, that somebody first spoke to me about Nu Skin. It was a friend who was a gym buddy. And I was living in France at the time. I'd been there for over 20 years. In fact, I moved there in 1989 to buy my first business at the age of 26. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. So contrary to Elizabeth and the other girls on this call this evening, I've actually never had a job. I've always been a bit of a maverick and a free bird, if you like. And I bought my first business in Paris. It was a very large tourist restaurant at the age of 26. And then I went on after that 5 years later to run a high-end luxury fashion and manufacturing company with my ex-partner. 3 children along the way. 22 years later, it's fast forward to 2010. And well, the global economy wasn't doing so well, and neither was the local economy, and we put the key under the door of the business. And also I separated from my partner under very challenging circumstances, let's say. So I retrained as an image consultant and a style coach, because the only thing I knew was about fashion and luxury, and I was living in the fashion capital of the world. So I thought, great, if I can get people to pay me to go shopping, happy days. However, what I hadn't calculated as then a single mother and sole provider, how I was going to create enough income just to provide for my family. And then I started to panic a little bit, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Right at that time, loads of other things going on, I'll spare you the details, but my friend spoke to me about a technology called the Galvanic Spa and about a business. And she said, you need to take a look at this. Now, as I said, I've been a business owner all my life. I was very open-minded. I always say yes, I get the information, and then I'll make an informed decision. That was the way I operate. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, in the beginning, I was not convinced. I was super skeptical. The lady that actually did the presentation for me, she was from Venezuela and had such a thick accent, I could barely understand what she was saying, but she was so positive and full of amazing energy and so kind and generous. I was kind of curious. And then I had a demonstration with the technology, and I was just like, okay, I think I can. Perhaps this has got legs. This is potentially. And then I was asked to go to a big event in Paris in 2011. By then I'd been using some of the products for a couple of months, so I could see the results were coming through. I was 48 at the time. Things were starting to go south, right? And so I was interested as well from a personal point of view. And I tried every product from the cheapest to the most expensive. Wasn't convinced by any of them, to be honest with you. And I didn't want to start, sticking things into my face or going down the nipping, tucking, cutting, injecting route at all. And so then at that event in Paris, Gemma spoke about going to an event in Oxford recently. It was the same for me. There was 850 people in that huge event over a course of a 3-day weekend. And something happens when a large number of people join together, linked by a common cause. We come from so many different backgrounds, as you've heard this evening. But when we come together for a common cause of doing good for ourselves and for others, it's an extremely powerful. And that day I saw the vision. I saw what was possible, that I could build something that I could scale across the world, provide generously for my family, and eventually turn it into a business asset, which would give me long-term residual income. And that's what I wanted. It wasn't the money, of course, we want the money, but we want the freedom. And I wanted the freedom. I would have bitten the hand off anybody who had offered me Nu Skin when I was in my 20s. I took a step back from the family businesses, and I ended up extremely financially vulnerable when my relationship fell apart. And if somebody had offered me Nu Skin in my 20s, I mean, my goodness, my future would have completely changed. I'm 60 now, right? So please don't ever feel that you're bothering anybody, because you never know what a situation is. Because I was actually on the outside looking at a very, very comfortable life, but I was dying inside. I wanted financial independence, and I did not have it. So and then I made that decision, and I saw people from every age, every demographic, men and women. Some of them were on the stage in this huge event, and they were telling their success stories. And I said, why not me? I took a deep, irreversible decision to take it very seriously, and the rest is history. Came back to the UK, started building, and I hit the top of the company 6 years later. And now we have an international organization in over 20 countries. And it's been joyful, challenging, exhilarating, mind expanding, and all the other things as well that Elizabeth touched on in terms of, you know, creating friendships and relationships for life. But most of all, it's been important for me is to understand that I provide generously for myself and my family. I'm not dependent on a boss, a bank, or a boyfriend for money, and I empower women financially, and that is my mission in life, to do the same for others that I've been able to do for myself, because I've had amazing levels of mentorship. So how does this money work? Well, in a nutshell, there are 3 stages in the way that we can get paid with this business. Our role and our ambition is to help you, if you are new, to make money in the first week, even if it's only a few pounds, £10, £20, £50, £100, so you can see immediately that this business works. As Elizabeth, as I think it was Gemma said again, we've got nothing to lose. It's free to join. You can set up an account, get started right away. We give you all the content. We help you start making sales immediately in week 1. Some people want to stay there. We call it bucket 1. Just make retail profit, extra cash, pay for a few, I don't know, dancing lessons or a date night or whatever it might be. That's fine. We love that. And we're so happy if that's what you want. Some people will then want to go to what we call bucket 2, which is to more or less replace the salary, sort of hundreds in bucket 1 and then thousands in bucket 2. So that's going to be where you're looking to replace a salary, fire the boss. Yay. Start by building your own business and, you know, pay yourself, right? And this is where we give you more high-level teaching and training and mentoring, different levels of resources. We hand hold you every step of the way. This is a partnership. We're not your boss and you're not our employee, but we hold hands with you to help you be successful, because your success is our success. This is where we build, if you like, an e-commerce or an online store with a whole bunch of clients, and you can help other people come into your organization who will also sell the products, and the combined revenue of that volume of your e-store or your e-commerce make up to 40% commission on that. That's when the money starts getting what I call grown-up money. Really, really great. And you're paid weekly as well. So it's absolutely amazing. Then you might want to take it to bucket 3. Now, this is where what I decided I wanted to do after a couple of months, and I saw what was possible to build that long-term leverage passive income. So whether I was working or not, every month, ka-ching, I get paid, right? I was like, I want that, right? I want leverage. I want my money to work for me, not to work for money. And that's where you help other people to build their e-store, right? So you still have your own, you have helping people make retail profit, but then you're going to help other people make their retail store. So to go from bucket 1 to bucket 2, and you will make 5 to 15% on everything that you help other people to do in their e-store. And that is unlimited. You can have 10, 50, 100, 1,000 of those e-stores in your organization, and you're making 5 to 15% on the volume that other people do. But of course, in exchange, we help, we mentor, we train, we guide, we support, we encourage everybody along, every step of the way. And so this is your business, your way. It's tailor-made to the way that you want it to be. You just literally tell us what you want. We've just started with a new lady a couple of days ago. She said, you know, I just want to make £500 by the end of June, the end of July. I was like, okay, great, we can do that. It's like, really, we can do that? I said, absolutely, we can do that. We have amazing bestsellers on social media, the toothpaste, the firming lotion, and the launch of the most amazing lash and brow serum this Wednesday for Europe. Just alone, the retail profit on our discount bundle is £434 for 18 tubes. So we can show you how to do that probably in a week, right? So, and we have all the resources. We help you with the sales. We help you with the messages. We've got all the scripts. You don't have to do anything on your own. And this is, again, as the girls have all spoken about it, the support and the teamwork where everybody rallies around you is really probably the reason why so many people enjoy success with Nu Skin. So that's the end of the call today. If you are curious to see what Gemma experienced in Oxford, we have another event coming up on the 30th of September. I know it's still a little bit a while away. However, we are selling, the tickets are selling fast. There's a limited number available. It's at the same hotel, in the Voco Thames Oxford Hotel. There's a spa day that some of us are choosing to have on the Friday because it's got its own luxury spa, beautiful hotels in the countryside of Oxfordshire. And then on the Saturday, we have a whole day of training, including lunch and drinks and food and fun. And it's an all-inclusive price for that whole day on Saturday, including food and everything. So if you'd like to know more about that, please reach out to the person who invited you. Come along and join us at least for the day on Saturday. We're going to have so much fun and learn so many things, and more importantly, get to know each other even better as a team. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to Rebecca, to Cassie, to Gemma, and especially to Elizabeth. It's her Sunday afternoon, guys. And here she is showing up for us, telling us her incredible story. We're so grateful, and we're so grateful to everyone here for being with us this evening. All that remains me to say is to wish you a very good end of evening. We will see you again next Sunday. Every Sunday at 8 p.m. we have this call, and we try and theme it every single week, so we'll have something exciting and new to share with you again next week as well. So in the meantime, as I said, have a lovely evening and end of day in America, and best wishes to you all, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.